We unfold today history that carries within it some unknown truths, some forgotten, unseen heroes. The Talwars of Pathanland.
There's a profound connection between our history, our family, and its performances throughout history to the Vedic years in Afghanistan, which was once Hindustan under the Mauryan dynasty, under King Ashoka, or Chandragupta Maurya. And there was only one pass that connected the Middle East to India, which is where all the invaders came through, whether it was Alexander in 325 BC or whether it was the Ottomans or the Mughals.
The word Talwar comes from the Persian word Talwar, which means a broadsword or blade. They were early settlers in northwest frontier provinces of Punjab, were called Pakhtuns or Pashtuns. They resided near passes, the only terrain route between the Middle East and India.
The Talwar name, which means a real sword, came actually from Persia. It's a Persian name. It means Tulwar, T-U-L-W-A-R, Tulwar. And the entire region from Middle East into Hindustan or India, when the Arabs came in, or the Ottomans came in, or even prior to that the Ghaznis came in, they actually called these fighters of the sword masters, and they were skilled in sword fighting and horsemanship, Tulwars. They were the Tulwars, which carried on our inheritance as Kshatriyas.
It was through these passes that Alexander the Great, Babur, Ahmad Shah Abdali, and many others came and conquered this rich country. As the Arabs came into Asia from the passes, they named these brave warriors Pakhtuns as Bathans from their martial qualities, which later became Pathan.
If you look at the Pakhtuns and the Pashtuns, they are also of various different tribal in the context of whoever came to invade. So you have a Mongolian tribe, actually an established Mongol hood in that context of 1200 AD invasion of Genghis Khan, and hence the Pakhtuns always fought to defend their land. So the connection of the name to the Persian history was very important to me. So in that context, the word Pathan came also from the Arabic word Batan, B-A-I-T-A-N, which is Arabic, and hence it became Pathans.
It was 1200 AD when the Mongol Empire led by Genghis Khan launched several invasions into the Indian subcontinent. The Mongols subjugated Kashmir as a vassal state and occupied parts of modern Pakistan and parts of Punjab for decades. In the later Middle Ages, destructive Mongol invasions from the east and the loss of population greatly weakened the traditional center of the Islamic world. Stretching from Persia to Egypt, and the Ottoman Empire was able to conquer most Arab-speaking areas, creating an Islamic world power. While the Islamic civilization was increasing across the world, in the Indian subcontinent, the Sikh Empire under the leadership of Maharaja Ranjit Singh was in major power. Maharaja Ranjit Singh was last of Sikh emperors in Punjab and possessed his treasury with the world's richest diamond, the Kohinoor. The Talwars were the cavalry of warriors with Maharaja Ranjit Singh.
There was a Talwar cavalry under Hari Singh Nalwa, and that banner had all the Talwars and only had the logo of the Talwar, because they actually brought in armies of these people who fought against the feudals, the Mongols, the Mughals, and Maharaja Ranjit Singh had a cavalry of Talwars. So hence it became very powerful in the context of a British history, in the context of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, which is associated with the Sikh history, even beyond that with the Pathans, which is associated with the Islam or the Muslims, and hence the protection of the passes, the Bolan passes and the Khyber passes.
After Maharaja's death in 1839, the British administrators did not execute his will and raised their flag on the citadel of Lahore. where Punjab was formally proclaimed part of the British Company rule in India. One of the terms of the Treaty of Lahore, the legal agreement formalized, said the Kohinoor was surrendered by Shah Shuja ul Mulk to Maharaja Ranjit Singh and further surrendered by the Maharaja of Lahore to the Queen of England. Being the squadron of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Talwars were part of India's patriotic movement ever since it started. Though they kept very low profile about their involvement in the fight for freedom, as many don't know about their contribution towards independent India. Harkishan Singh Talwar and Bhagat Ram Talwar were two patriots and sons of Sri Gurdas Mal Talwar who sacrificed their lives to liberate the nation. In 1947, post-independence, Talwars migrated to India during partition, leaving everything behind in Pakistan. They settled across Kumaon region in Nainital district and started farming for earning their livelihood. The close-knitted Talwar family today has more than 60 people in its next generation brigade, working in various fields and most of them settled abroad. Such a glorious past and rich inheritance should be preserved and redeemed for generation next to know their origin and further connect them to their roots.
Family history about the Talwars of Pathanland is what I would conclude as being a very affirmative and very definite in terms of our ancestors, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, or even beyond that.
The saga of this legacy continues. The frontier men, the immortal souls, the Talwars of Pathanland, the forgotten heroes of history.